All right, this is our next Photoshop lesson that we're going to do, and it's about layer duplication. And if you're doing this from home and you're remoting in to the remote server so that you can use Photoshop, I got to tell you, I have already done all of that. I've already connected to the remote server. I have already logged into my Google Chrome account or my Google account. I've already logged into Adobe, and I've also already logged into Drive File Stream. Now, all of that information is in another movie that's posted. It's not in this movie. It's in the other movie that's posted along with the materials for this assignment, how to connect to the remote server, how to get signed in to your Google account and to Adobe, and how to sign in to Drive File Stream right here, which you really do want to do. It's going to make some things a whole lot easier for you if you'll do that. So let's proceed on with how this is all going to work. I'm on the remote desktop, and I fired up Google Chrome, and you can see this is weird. This is what you have to kind of get used to, is that this one tab, like if you're on your Chromebook, you might have another tab open that's doing other things, but this one tab on my computer is connected to the remote server, and this is like a completely different desktop right here. It's like a completely different computer pretty much. All right, so what we got to do is go to, this is my Chrome window. I'm going to Google Classroom. I'm going to classwork. This is week 5. By the way, the agenda is linked up here if you want to look at it, but I'm going to layer duplication. And on this layer duplication, there are 2 images you're going to work with. So I'm going to click this. And again, what I have found is that what you have to do is say open in new window. And then when it opens this new tab, you'll have a download button here, and you can download that file. Now that's going to get downloaded to the downloads folder of this remote desktop. All right, so I'm going to close that new window, and I'll go back, and I'll go ahead and get this other one too. It's layer duplication number 2. So I'll click it, open in new window, give it a second here, and I will download. So again, those have both been downloaded into the downloads folder of this remote desktop. Alrighty. Now I've already got Photoshop running over here, and you might, when you start Photoshop, if you're working on your Chromebook, if you're doing it in a tab on your Chromebook, you might not even be able to see this little X in the corner of this What's New box. You might have to go next, 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 next until that box goes away. But if you can see that little X in the corner, great. If you can't, just click next, 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 next. Okay, so we're going to open, and I'm going to open on my computer, and I'm going to look in the downloads folder. Okay, newsflash, update. When you click download, it doesn't really, apparently on this remote server, which I didn't know, it doesn't go to the, I'll show you, it doesn't go to the downloads folder right here. But well, here's what I think should work. Oops, sorry. When I downloaded this file, on the bottom of the little, this is a Chrome window here, and on the bottom of the little Chrome window, it shows these files right here. And so I should just be able to click them, tell them that I want to use Photoshop to open, click OK, give it a second, and bingo. All right, so there's a workaround. If it doesn't go into the downloads folder, again, what you want to do in your remote Chrome window, look down here at the taskbar at the bottom and click on that little thing. It should probably have a Photoshop icon on it. It'll say layer duplication. This was the first one, this was the second one. So yeah, we'll try it like that. We'll see how we do. Anyway, let's get on to what we're doing with this. I'm going to pull my layers panel up here so you can see my layers panel a little bit better. So here's what we've got. This one is a composite image. This means it's got a bunch of pieces, and it's Usain Bolt, the sprinter from Jamaica, fastest man alive. What do we got in here? There's a blank layer on the bottom. there is a gradient. I could even turn these off if we want to. There's a gradient here. That's Jamaica's flag colors. There is that's his relay team from a previous Olympics. I think it was in the Olympics. By the way, that's on darken blend mode at 68% opacity. There's a picture of track lanes here, which is on divide blend mode at 31% opacity. There is a picture of a Jamaican flag. There is Usain Bolt in his famous "I just won the race" pose. That's what he always does when he wins. And there's a type layer right here. So here's your job on this assignment. It's not a big job. You have to duplicate a layer and then do something with that duplicated layer. We've got to change the way this looks. Don't turn it in looking like this. All right. Well, so there's a couple of ways that you could duplicate a layer. Here's the way I'm going to show you first. You can, and you can duplicate any layer you want. The flag, the type layer, you can get creative with that. I'm going to duplicate Usain Bolt, and the way you can do it is by going to the layer menu and just going to duplicate layer right here. Layer menu and duplicate layer, and if you want to rename it, you could. It's going to be called layer 6 copy. You could rename it if you wanted to. There is a keyboard shortcut for that, by the way. It's Control J, and to be honest, I haven't tried that on a Chromebook, so you could try it out and report back to me if Control J actually works on a Chromebook. I should have tried it, but I'm not on a Chromebook right now. All right, so I have a duplicate layer. Why does it look like I have a duplicate layer? Because they're right on top of each other. That's why they're matched up perfectly. So I really do have a duplicated layer of Usain Bolt. Now I'm not going to do a lot with this one, but with this one that's in back right here, I'm going to do a forgot on the remote server. I went to do Control T, and it opens up a new tab. On the remote server, if you're remoting in, you have to actually go Edit and Free Transform. The Control T shortcut won't work, so you have to go to the Edit menu and do Free Transform. All right, so I'm going to take this back copy of Usain Bolt and make it bigger, kind of like that. I might, will my zoom work on the remote server? Yes, it will. Okay. I'm going to zoom out a little bit so I can see that a little better. So I made that bigger, right? I'll check mark that. And then, that's not terrible. It adds interest to the image. It's a repeated part of the image, and it adds some interest to it. But maybe we come along here and we play with a blend mode, like I go to Overlay blend mode, or I go to Screen blend mode. And I kind of like that. And I could even change the opacity a little bit, or if I wanted to, I could give Usain Bolt like an outer glow if I wanted to. Let's size and spread that up a little bit. So and I've got the opacity down so you can't see the glow a ton, but it's there, right? So this is the idea. You have to duplicate a layer, and then you have to play around with it a little bit, and then when you're good, you're good. When you're happy, and you know it. So here's an important part. Go to when you've got one that you like, go to File and go to Save As, and click on Save on your computer. And if you were wise and you watched my video and you paid attention, you can go to this PC, and then you can find your Google Drive file stream right there. Save it on your Google Drive, and that's going to solve the problem when you go to turn it in, when you go to submit your work. It's going to solve the problem of, oh gosh, I don't know where it's saved. If you save on your Google Drive, you're going to know where it's saved. So you go to Google Drive file stream, go to My Drive, and I might just change the name of this. This says, I'll just call this layer dupe 1 done. Right? All right, save that. Yay. So real quickly then, I would go back over here to my Chrome window, and here's that other one, which I downloaded. So I'm going to click on this little button that's on the taskbar at the bottom, and it should open up in Photoshop. We'll give it a second here. Giving it a second. Giving it a second. Come on. Come on. Open. I'll try right click open. It doesn't seem to be responding that way, so I'll try a right click on that little button down there, and I'll say open that. And I don't know, maybe we just have a situation of a slow remote server here. Or maybe I was clicking the wrong button on the bottom of the taskbar and I was just getting the same Usain Bolt picture opened again. So, all right, anyway, once I click the right button, I click the one over here, it worked. All right, so this one, a little point of interest on this one. Here's what we got. There's kind of a maroonish colored background. There's this picture of this. This is a WNBA player. There is a picture of the Connecticut Sun logo, that's the team she's playing for. And there's a picture of her dribbling, and there's a type layer. Name's Kelly Ferris, and here's the little interest story here. She's from Plainfield. Went to this middle school. Then I think transferred to Covenant Christian and wound up playing at University of Connecticut. If you know anything about women's basketball, that's big time. And also played in the WNBA. Plainfield girl right there. All right. So again, the idea here is the same. You duplicate a layer and then do something with it. Now, I'm going to do this. I'm going to try the Control-J shortcut. It worked. All right. At least on I don't know if it's going to work on a Chromebook, but the Control-J shortcut's working on my computer. I hit Control-J and it duplicated if you look at my layer panel, but I'm going to do it a couple more, maybe one more time. I got a bunch of them. And so what I'm trying to show you is there are just different strategies that you can use. I'm using the Move tool right now. I could use the Control-T. I could do a transform and manage this. But what I want to do is make this kind of staggered look of Kelly, kind of like that. It's like I'm cloning, right? And then I could play around with exactly how I want to do this. Let's see. What I might do is drop the opacity of that layer to like 20%, somewhere around 20. I want to be able to see her, and then drop the opacity of the next layer to about maybe 40%, and then drop the opacity of the next layer. You see my pattern here around 60%. Drop the opacity of the next layer to around 80% or so, somewhere around in there. Oh, come on, there we go. And then leave the opacity of this layer at 100%. So the whole thing is just, let's play around with the idea, the concept of duplicating a layer at least once, maybe two, or like I've got a total of 5 of them here. So maybe more than once, right? And then once you've got them duplicated, do something with them, right? Like on this one, you see I've got that image of Usain Bolt in the background. It just adds a little visual interest. That's kind of all we're doing. And here I made this illusion like she's fading in from the distance and kind of coming at you here. And so I did it by duplicating and changing some opacities, right? Use your imagination a little bit and see what you can do with these 2 files. On the Kelly Ferris file here, I would go File, I would go Save As, I would save on my computer. And again, I would work on getting to Google Drive file stream. Make sure you sign into that because it's going to make your life so much easier. Google Drive file stream, get to my drive, layer dupe to done. All right, now those are going to be saved on your Google Drive. And that means when you go, even if you, like, look, if I get out of Photoshop, right? And in my movie that, and I'm going to close this Chrome window. Okay, good, yay. And I'll even close the Creative Cloud app, yay. And in my movie about connecting, I said, when you get done, you've got to come down to this Windows button, click Start, click Power, and shut down your remote desktop connection. Shut it down. It'll say you've been disconnected. But even if you do that, I'm going back to my Google Drive here, and your work, they'll look on my Google Drive, layer dupe 1 done, layer dupe 2 done, there they are. Because I signed into that Drive file stream and I was able to save them on my Google Drive, and now it doesn't matter if I'm connected to the remote server anymore. I can go ahead and turn these in. These can be submitted on Google Classroom because I know where they are. Okay, let's give it a ride. There's some things that are a little tricky, but let's give it a ride and see how we do. Off you go.